Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kurt, and welcome back to Far Lands or Bust. We are in our spacious luxury hidey hole, about to break out. Hopefully there isn't a creeper standing right there. That would be bad news for everybody. Let's get the heck out. Quickly. Wolfie was standing guard, and we appear to be safe, so let's block that up. Let me put a torch there, just so we might be able to see it from space if I ever get to do another map, and continue on to the east and the west. Going west. Oh, hello, Spoider. You're a friendly Spoider, aren't you? Hello. Indeed. But, yeah, continuing on, I checked, and we are up to 67% of our goal for our Child's Play charity fundraiser over at farlandsorbust.com. So thank you again to all the people who continue to contribute, as much appreciated. And along those same lines, for those of you who don't already subscribe to the channel EditZP, who is Zeku, another Minecraft LPer, I mentioned him a few episodes ago as part of one of my YouTube features, but tomorrow, which is Friday, September 2nd, he is going to be doing a 24-hour live stream, which is far more than I could do, or that I'm planning on doing for my 8-hour, 20-minute live stream, but he's doing a 24-hour live stream over on his Twitch TV account. I will put a link in this video's description. But tomorrow at, let's see, he's starting that at 2 p.m. British Standard Time, which equates to 1 p.m. Universal Time, and for people in my time zone, 8 a.m. Central Daylight Time. He's starting a 24-hour live stream, and would you look at that, he's collecting money for Child's Play charity as well. So certainly I'm going to recommend every one of my followers head on over there. You're given a break for the 24 hours tomorrow. You don't have to give to farlandsorbust.com. You can just head over to Zeku's Twitch TV live stream channel and contribute to his fundraiser for Child's Play charity. It all goes to the same great cause, so I'm all behind that. And I don't know, there might be a small, somewhat interesting chance that somebody you all know might show up for a little bit during that live stream on with Zeku there. I don't know, possibly, maybe. You'll have to tune in to find out. But enough about that. Like I said, I'll put the links in the video description. I'll also put a link to his, he posted a quick video just introducing it and giving the lowdown on all the other guests who are going to show up for that, and it'll be quite interesting, I'm sure. So definitely check that out and take advantage of another chance to give to a great charity. But continuing on to the Far Lands, I do have some good news. I know a lot of you, for reasons unknown, kept encouraging me to apply for a YouTube partnership. I happened to do that, and I also happened to just get accepted for that. So hooray! So you might notice a few ads starting to pop up on my videos. Have there always been ads? See, because before this, I'm going to explain. Before this, I use Chrome, and I'm using the AdBlock add-in for that. So I wouldn't know either way if there were ever ads on my videos before this. But since being accepted to the partnership, and now that I'm enabling the revenue sharing on some of my videos, these whoa. Some lag there. These cows. Whoa, hey, these cows, they look kind of like monkeys. Monkeys with horns and udders, which would bring them back to looking like cows. But you get my point. Anyway, as I was saying, I have the ad block on my browser. So now that I have a partnership and I'm monetizing some of my videos, I've decided that would be a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit contradictory of me, so I've disabled. The pigs look weird in this texture pack too. Anyway, I've disabled my ad block on YouTube just because that would be not really in the good spirit in supporting all the other channels that I follow who have partnerships. So I've disabled that, but by no means if... Ooh, here's this weird water clipping again. Ooh, it goes down into a endless bit of bottomless destiny as well. Now it's a endless pit of... Oh my god, Wolfie! Oh dear. Oh god. That was almost a disaster. Oh. I tell you, he's trying to kill me. He's worse than the creepers. But yeah, if... certainly don't feel obligated to have to watch whatever ads pop up or are displayed next to my videos. You can... If that's something that annoys you, either don't watch my videos or install some sort of ad block add-on for your browser. They're available for all browsers nowadays, but yeah, that's it's kind of exciting. You know, perhaps getting recouped for what I paid for Fraps, and I can use that money to upgrade my video editing software. I'm starting to get the hang. These last few videos I've been doing in the trial version of Sony Vegas, so I'm starting to get the hang of that. I think I've figured out my rendering problems with that, but yeah, it's certainly not going to be enough to live off of, that's for sure, but it'll go back into the quality programming you've come to know and love from the Far Lands or Bust YouTube channel. Bing! But yeah, so that's kind of exciting. So you might be noticing some changes with how I'm able to format my channel page and add thumbnails, custom thumbnails to these videos. I'm still figuring that stuff out, but hooray indeed. We're growing the channel, and obviously we just reached 10,000 subscribers, which is amazing. So I'm really looking forward to where this is going. This is by far the most successful and rewarding hobby I've ever had in my entire life. This YouTube Let's Play thing. So anyway, enough about me. Let's talk about you. Oh wait, we can't, because this is a one-way form of communication. Ah, indeed? Question mark? Oh, yes, this looks like it'll be fun. Eee. Whoa. I just destroyed an underground lake. Yeah. Oh, like I mentioned with the weird-looking... Whoa! The weird-looking cows and pigs and things like that. I'm still using the texture pack called Better Default. I suppose I will include a link in this video's description. There's going to be a whole bunch of links in this video, but yeah, still checking it out. It looks pretty much the same in terms of all the equipment looks pretty much the same, except for the diamond stuff is a little bit brighter blue. But the animals look a little bit different. I'm not sure I like them. Like I mentioned in the last video, I like how the trees are kind of fall colors, different colors of foliage. But yeah, so that is what's going on with me. Do. There's a chicken. Chickens look the same. That's unfortunate. Oop. Alley-oop. Oh, that didn't work. Might not be a good idea for Wolfie. Oh. Not too shabby. Let's see. Oh, let's go around this way. Dead air. Not really good for a commentary, but I guess I can start answering some questions. Somebody asked, I can talk about this for a while. I know in the last episode I went to great length to talk about the astronomy of Minecraft and the potential situations where a moon like Minecraft's moon could be stuck in a full phase for eternity, but that's what you get when you watch my channel, is I talk about astronomy a lot, but somebody asked when and how did I get into astronomy, and when did I take the plunge to buy my first telescope? Ooh, it's almost a creeper face, but not quite. How am I doing on coal? I'm doing okay on coal. Let's see. It was when I was little. I think I sort of probably touched on this in a really long episode ago, but whoa, hold on. Let's hold that thought and check this awesome land out. Got a derp tower. Got some sheer cliffs with a random opening there. And a giant... Oh, there's already zombies in there I can see. Oh, a whole lot of crap going on in there. Let's live on the wild side and set up a hidey hole right here. Sit, Wolfie. Doot, 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 doot. Woof. Yes, I know this is very dangerous and exciting work. Let's plug it up. Let's first do this. And people have said, oh, you don't need to fill in your entire hidey hole. You know, nothing can get through there, but I still don't trust those skeletons. For those who have been following me long enough know that the skeletons are my arch nemesis, so I prefer to have a sealed-in hidey hole. And let's find the crafting table. Plunk it down. Wool. Oh, I forgot I need wood. And some wool, I guess, this next episode, or this next day here. Do that. Guess with my limited resources, I can make another bed. Or a boat, not a bed. I'm going to pick that up, aren't I? Yep. And we can go to sleep, and tomorrow I will begin talking about the whole astronomy thing. Single snore. But let's do this. Let's watch out for some bad guys. Woof, I know. Well, that's a cactus. And a derp, and a derp. Keep forgetting to put the exterior light. Let me get rid of carrying 2 stacks of dirt, which I don't need. 2 stacks of cobble, which I never need. Oh, another stack of dirt. Yeah, that'll do. Suppose I can make some more torches. Torches. Bing. I just want to investigate this really quick. So does Wolfie. Looks like we just got some zombies hanging out in there. Easy now. You'd think I would have had enough adventure with the 10,000 subscriber video, but... Whoop. Hello. Goodbye. Huh. This is like the beginnings of a cavern, but bored out the side of a mountain. Ooh, spooky noises. Alright, I'm going to collect these torches I just made, because, or I'll just start placing them randomly on the walls. But, yeah, let's get out of here. I don't really need to be exploring caves at this juncture. As I said, we had enough of that in the previous, the 10,000 subscriber thing. But yeah, let's navigate our way around this mountain, which would be this way. So this is west. Astronomy, what was I saying? In alley-oop, and alley-oop, parkour to you. Let us talk about astronomy. In middle school, I got slightly interested in it, and my parents bought me a telescope. It was what I now know to be called a department store telescope, because, it's not going to work. Because it was just a small, I think 60 millimeter, don't fall, Wolfie, please. A small 60 millimeter refractor, just very cheap and very difficult to use. And for those of you, if you are planning on, say you're interested in astronomy and you want to buy a telescope, sure, it's tempting to head on down to Sears or, whatever store in the mall and pick up a, $60 to $99 telescope as your first telescope, but really, that's going to do you more harm than good, because as this was the case for many people and was the case for me out of personal experience, because they are so disappointing and difficult to use, it tends to turn you off of the hobby. And that's what happened to me in middle school, and I never really got back into it until 3 or 4 years ago. So who knows what, if I had gotten into it and found it interesting, I perhaps would have had to avoid all of this nonsense with going into web design, and I would have gone straight into astronomy or geology or some sort of science like that. But I'm not certainly blaming the telescope on that. But yeah, so that I was kind of turned off of that for a while. I never, as a kid, found out that I could look at Saturn and see the rings, or Jupiter. I was just basically looking at random stars and the moon. But when about 3 or 4 years ago came about, I started getting back into the space exploration, the space shuttle and space station. I started planning and heading out to watch the space station fly overhead, which is very interesting and blew my mind. And then I dusted off that old 60mm telescope and finally learned, hey, I could point it at Saturn. That bright light in the sky there is Saturn. And when I did, even though it was very tiny, very faint, and very hard to see, I was like, oh my gosh, I can see the rings on Saturn. Which, you know, obviously Galileo didn't know what the hell he was looking at, but I'm sure it was a similar reaction for something in the sky that you think is some sort of, you know, just a point of light in the sky, and you see it close up, and it's got rings, and oh, it's got moons you can see, and the moons move, and oh, it's crazy balls. So that's what got me back into it, and from there I decided, you know what, this telescope is no good, so I needed to buy a new telescope. But instead of just going to the store and buying the most expensive one I could find, I went to my local astronomy club. I didn't join, I just went to some of their public events, talked to some of the guys there. Oh my god, that sheep is nude. I'm going to have to censor that out. Scandalous. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be using this texture pack. That's a little weird. But, intro of nudeness. Yeah, so I joined the astronomy club, and even just being in the astronomy club, I'm able to use all of their telescopes. They let me know about them. They have, you know, very expensive, and they're much more knowledgeable about them than me. They have their observatories I'm able to use, which are even bigger telescopes with fancy doodads and videos and whatnot. But eventually they let me know which type of telescope would probably be best for me, about what I'm interested in. I went ahead and got that, and then have been toting it around to different club events and public events and showing other people the sights through the telescope. And obviously through this telescope, it's an 8-inch Newtonian, which is a reflecting telescope. It's on a Dobsonian mount, which is non-tracking. It's pretty much the most simple, the most aperture for your buck you can get is in a Dobsonian telescope. But yeah, I got that, and it just snowballs from there. I started going to the dark sites, which are about an hour and a half away from where I currently live, to get into the really dark skies, or as dark as you can get in Illinois. You can see the Milky Way and a lot more fainter objects, the faint fuzzy galaxies, the, you know, crazy nebulas and all sorts of nonsense like that. But yeah, that's kind of how I got into astronomy. I've since purchased another telescope, but like I mentioned a while ago, I'm thinking of selling that. It's a little bit bigger than I anticipated. I was looking for more of a user-friendly, grab-and-go, light, small telescope. Ooh, snow biome. Let's head over here. But yeah, that's kind of how I got into it. It was always in the back of my head, but you know, it came and went throughout my middle school and high school experience. And then when I finally became old enough to be on my own, to make my own decisions about, oh, I want to buy this $300 telescope, that's where it came back full-fledged as another a new hobby of mine. So hooray for that. And I would certainly suggest everybody, if you do live in an area where you have a astronomy club, if you're the least bit interested, certainly check on what public events they have and check those out. They're really good times. Indeed. The silence of walking through Minecraft. What else? Somebody asked what my favorite games are on my Steam account. I don't use Steam that often. As you know, I recently got the Tomb Raider game, even though I had already played that and beaten that on the PlayStation version. But I got that in order to do the Let's Play with you guys. I did play the original Portal a while ago, but I really haven't done much with Steam. That's really the only two games I've played on Steam. I recently, during their summer sale, picked up Magica. I think I mentioned that, but I kind of played a little bit. It was like, whatever, $3, so it's not a big loss, but I don't know, I'm not a big fan of that whole mechanic. I couldn't really figure out the controls. I'm used to the WASD, and this is the point and click and cast spells and craziness like that, but maybe I'll return to that and check that out for a little bit. I'm still wanting to try Team Fortress 2, but I just haven't found the time quite yet. What else do I have on there? Can't remember. I think I got a racing game because it was, whatever, $3 at some certain time. I might try that out. Ooh! What sort of hell happened here? Speaking of which, I need some trees. Wow, this is kind of crazy. It's like a, geologically speaking, it's like a whatchamacallit, a glacier went through here and smoothed out all of the dirt. Woof. Science. Yoink. Thank you very much, Mr. Tree. Apologies to have killed you, but I need to make beds and boats. Oh. Ah. One can always hope. But yeah, I'm not, like I said, I'm somewhat of a casual gamer. I haven't gotten really into video games. The latest one would be the Minecraft. The Minecraft? Minecraft! So yeah, that is that. And I suppose since the sun is setting, ooh, there's another chasm of doom. We are being played out by the musical stylings of C418. Let us, I'll build my hidey hole in here and I'll face the west so we can watch the sunset. Let's not forget to plunk down the torch. Oh. Look at Wolfie, majestically looking out over the plains of Minecraft. Ooh, my voice went a little weird there. Hidey hole time. Instead of a YouTube feature, I'm just going to remind you once again to click on the link and check out ZQ's 24-hour live stream tomorrow, Friday, September 2nd, where he'll be raising money for Child's Play charity, the same as we're doing for Far Lands or Bust. So it's a great cause, and like I said, somebody you guys know, somebody very familiar, maybe showing up, hopping in to say hello for a little bit during that live stream. So certainly check that out and contribute to his Child's Play charity. It's all going to the same great cause as Far Lands or Bust, etc., etc. And along those same lines, where is my crafting bench? There it is. I remind you guys to, except for tomorrow you guys can go to ZQ's live stream. But any other time, if you want to head over to farlandsorbust.com to contribute to the Child's Play charity fundraiser we have going on there. We're trying to reach $8,200. And when we do, we will have our own 8-hour, 20-minute live stream where many hijinks will ensue and fun will be had by all. These claims are not guaranteed, but I just like to say that because it sounds good. Anyway, thank you all for watching and following along on episode 71 here of Far Lands or Bust. My name is Kurt. I will see you next time.